After a record-breaking regular season in the National Hockey League, their playoffs come to a close.
It's like a combination of jubilation and almost a sense of disbelief.
A rematch of the first-round shocker from last season.
Florida has had a considerable amount of time off since their opening series, and the Boston Bruins are coming off a thrilling Game 7 victory over their arch rival.
Barely have time to get a good night's sleep from Game 7, right back at it, Game 1 against Florida.
We bring the juice in here, right? We're on the road. Band of brothers, let's go together here.
As far as the Florida Panthers are concerned, they are a different team than the team that the Boston Bruins saw last year. They are a really complete hockey team.
Panthers Bruins round 2 starts tonight.
On the move, Reinhart. Scans, wrist shot, save the rebound on the doorstep, and somehow it didn't sneak behind Swayman. Softly off the end boards to Ekblad. Nearly turned it over and did. That snap shot on net. Save! Bobrovsky. He was off balance, but he fought it off.
Boy up the boards. Beecher didn't get to him. Markov took it away. Kachuk, a shot, and he scores! Matthew Kachuk gets the Panthers on the board here in Game 1.
The same side to Ekblad. A turnover. Pasternak down low. Bobrovsky stops it. The rebound. Score! The answer from Kiki and the Bruins. We're tied at 1.
Forsland spun around. Tarasenko can't get it out. Witherspoon left to the net. Lohrei shoots. He scores! His first career Stanley Cup playoff goal. He goes top shelf right onto the bar. Bruins 2, Panthers 1.
Coyle has it. Finds the trailer. Shot. Score! Carlo, the new dad. Welcome to brand new baby boy crew earlier this morning. Got to the building a little after 6 p.m. Eastern time. Save that puck, bring it home, and pop it in the crib.
Sport tonight for him was definitely something I'll remember forever.
Throws it out in front. Tapped on net by Rodriguez. It's loose. Off left. Close to Rainen. Caroms it on Swayman. Where is it? It's a mush pit.
Covers it up and says, I've had it the whole time, boys.
And out to center ice, 2-on-1. Brazeau right circle. Backhand. He scores! Justin Brazeau, his first career Stanley Cup playoff goal.
Empty net. DeBrusk scores. Attaboy. Icing on the cake for the Boston Bruins.
Bruins 5, Panthers 1.
He's got a penalty called. And a pile up in the far corner as well.
Hey! Take him out. Go.
Big smile on his face, the big rig.
As the horn sounds, that's it for Game 1.
YSA. Great job, baby. Keep going.
The exciting part for me is that we weren't close to being as sharp as we can be.
Oh, welcome inside Amerant Bank Arena here in Sunrise. It's time for Game 2. The Florida Panthers trying to even this second-round best-of-7 series.
And you can't pass up any opportunities to score on number 1. Jeremy Swayman. 7 starts. He has not allowed more than 2 goals in any of them. Kachuk will carry it further and takes a huge hit from Marchand as he tried to go between the legs. And Marchand laid him out.
Oh, Montour got pasted. Gave away the puck. Far circle. Sent out in front. They score! Charlie Coyle, his first of the playoffs. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing.
To our right, handled by the goaltender Swayman. While they're sprint up the boards, held in Montour. Tip, they score! The Panthers are on the board. This game is tied at 1.
And Swayman was ready for it. Markov escaped. Seam pass. Shot. Reinhart. Save. The rebound. Score! Markov! The Panthers lead. Markov circles the net. Markov out in front. It's loose. Save made. Another save by Swayman with the left pad.
2 huge saves from Swayman to keep this a 1-goal game late in the second period.
Point keeps it in, long drive. It's wide off the end boards. Lively bounce. Anton Lundell to the point. Forsling. A shot. He scores! Gus Forsling beat the buzzer! A rocket from the left point with 0.3 seconds on the clock here in the second.
As soon as they got down, especially that third goal, forget.
Sport given away. Here's Reinhart in close. A shot. He put it off the side of the net. Back up from Markov. Back to a feed. And they score! And it's at Tulowice Arena on the back door.
It's left in the high slot. Barkov off the turnover. Gets a return. Barkov shoots. Score! 5-1 Panthers.
Out in front. Poked in. They score. And now we've got some carrying on during the celebration. The gloves are off, and here we go.
And then he turned around and stood there and looked right at Marchand, right in his face with the arms up. Celebrate with his teammates, and so that drew everybody in.
Kachuk and Pasternak. Here we go at center ice. They lock horns, and Matthew Kachuk dropped him to the ice.
Glove sticks. It was gone, and Kachuk jumped over and It was on.
I'm not sure an arena could be louder or more could be happening in a hockey game where the score is 6-1.
A whole lot of people in South Florida who maybe never thought of hockey as their thing are having a big night tonight because the Panthers won. So we're going to get up there. It's going to be crazy to build. It's going to be rocking. They're going to drop the puck. It's going to be physical. It's going to be fast. It's the greatest sport on earth. Why wouldn't you come to the game?
Bruins and Florida Panthers even at 1 game apiece, entering the first game of this series at TD Garden. Right from the opening face-off, a little bit of heat between these two teams.
Marchand really trying to stir things up with Sasha Barkov. You're going to go? We're going to go?
Paul Maurice said this was 100% Sam Bennett's call to come back into the lineup.
Some guys are wired to shoot. Some guys are wired to pass. Some guys are wired to run over you. and that's Sam Bennett.
Aim to Bennett, dumped in off the stick of Tkachuk, and Marchand got dumped.
He went to lean right in there to Bennett. Bennett was ready for it.
And then he went off the ice, and then Rosterainen gets just sandwiched with the red line.
And swept away from the front of the net. Forsling to the goal, bouncing around and batted down, and he scored!
And I think Rodriguez stiffs this puck. It goes up over the top of Swayman, and as he reaches back, he pushes it into the net with his glove.
All right, trying to move it. Lawrence gets clipped by a high stick.
He's bleeding. You got 4 minutes to put this game out of reach if you can. If you're Florida, you can't leave Boston hanging around.
2.5 to go on the double minor. Left side, Tarasenko scores! Vladimir Tarasenko picks his corner on the power play to give Florida the 2-0 lead.
To Barkov for Montour. Back to Barkov. Down low to Chuck and Bud scores. Carter Verhaeghe tips it in. And the Panthers strike twice on that power play.
The booze starting to rain down on the Bruins after another scoreless period from Boston.
Goes to the net, crashes into the goal. Penalty coming up here.
The referee is not going to have any of it because he doesn't want this to become a series where you start running goaltenders.
Barkov had a little bit of space. Tkachuk, Montour winds up. O'Vire scores! Brandon Montour from way out.
This one is now getting a bit out of hand. 4-0.
Lauko shoots, scores! Jacob Lauko, who took that last penalty for Eintracht, got it to DeBrusk, and he scores! Well, there's a little life here in Boston. It's a 4-2 hockey game.
Kiki rolling in front, fired on net, and Bobrovsky made the save up Bledsoe. Down to Kiki in front, center, Bledsoe trying to jam out. Pastrnak comes in, got it to the net. In tight, Henry Duck and fall with a save by Bobrovsky. Jake DeBrusk on the doorstep with a great chance, and Bobrovsky bats it away with his arm.
Empty net scores!
And the Florida Panthers come up with a 6-2 win in Game 3.
You came into Boston with one thing in mind, and that is to take back home ice. You have opportunity now in Game 4 to really take a commanding lead.
We fucking leave here with 2 wins, eh?
Oh, welcome inside TD Garden here in Boston for Game 4 of this second round best of 7.
The Bruins are without their emotional leader at a critical point in the series. Maroon, no goals in the playoffs. His 1 goal in warm-ups was to try to give Sergei Bobrovsky an earful in an effort to throw off his pregame routine. The Bruins setting the tone early. Temperatures continue to rise.
Barkov, McAvoy stepped up and he just pasted Reinhart.
McAvoy setting the tone for Game 4 on the opening shift.
You want something big? Wow.
All right, buckle your seatbelts.
Over for Reinhart, inside out on Lohrei. Forced a shot, the rebound was there, and pushed away from the net. It wound up in the crease, off the glove of Swayman.
He didn't call for a fair catch.
Oh my goodness, now it's Lauko the other way. Quick turn, spinning, penalty upcoming here against the Florida Panthers. Can the power play of the Boston Bruins make their first impact on this series? Pastrnak scores! It took 8 seconds, and Boston has the first one tonight.
You like that play, don't you?
Far side, Lundell nearly coughed it up. He does. Carlo shoots. They score! Brandon Carlo with a wrister from the blue line. Bruins 2, Panthers nothing.
I wanted to be physical. Comes in my mind is Detroit Pistons maybe.
And tonight he gives them a whack, and then he kind of says, hey, come on. Swayman's like, come on back if you want. Let's do this.
Lundell, far corner, down behind the net for Evan Rodriguez. Lundell, a shot, and he scores! Anton Lundell let it rip from the left circle, and the Panthers are on the board.
And Ekman Larsson tapped to Tarasenko with a shot that's blocked down. Puck still alive, kicked out, and they score! It's Bennett with the power play goal to tie it.
Tarasenko gets it up to the Bruins line. Barkov follows up, goes to the net, scores! Alexander Barkov puts it home, and Florida's come back to take the lead. It's 3-2.
Pastrnak right circle across one-timer. McAvoy out, want to save Bobrovsky, and it's pushed away from the front of the net. Sent down by Van Riemsdyk. The final seconds tick away, and the Panthers take both here in Boston.
What an incredible turn of events, and anything that happened in the National Hockey League, and that third period was proof positive of that.
The exact reverse of what these two teams had last season, when the Panthers were the team that played with desperation and came from 3-1 down. They always say the hardest win to get in a 7-game series is the last one, because obviously the Bruins will be playing with desperation tonight.
The left point held in by McAvoy in his backhand. Rister off the inboards, back of the net. DeBrusk centered backhand, they score! Morgan Geekie took a feed out in front, slides a backhand by Sergei Bobrovsky. Bruins 1, Panthers nothing.
Ken Montgomery pleased on one bench. On the opposite bench, Paul Maurice less than pleased. And behind the net, it's played to Tarasenko. Ekblad steps one towards Swayman, loose, shot, score! Reinhart! How about that response to the pep talk from Paul Maurice? Coyle, the first to it, over to Frederick, save Bobrovsky! It's loose, and not any longer, as he covers it with the glove.
Right circle, drops Coyle, back into the slot, McAvoy shoots, he scores! Charlie McAvoy sizzles it home, his first in the playoffs! Bruins 2, Panthers 1.
The contact in the crease did occur in the crease, but they felt that happened initially, and Bobrovsky had time to reset.
Ekman-Larsson shoots, blocked, back the other way, shorthanded. DeBrusk, it might be a breakaway. It is. Save Bobrovsky, and he gets the rebound on Frederick as well.
Jerry Florida Panther on the ice and gives Bobrovsky a tap on the pads after 2 huge saves.
Stick handles, gets it back. That shot off the bar from Barkov. He hit the iron. It is Montour with a drive, save, Swayman the rebound. Shot just high and wide by Reinhart. Give away. Backhand, forehand, backhand, Pastrnak. Stop by Bobrovsky.
Long shot, never got to Swayman. A backhand through the legs by Montour, and a stop by Swayman. Then to the near side with 14 into the slot. It's fired just wide. Carlo chopped into the far corner. It's centered out in front. A shot by Reinhart. Denied by Swayman with 5 left to the net. The Bruins cleared all the way down. They're throwing the Rats on the ice as Jeremy Swayman and the Bruins celebrate tonight. We're going to see on Friday night in Boston.
It's Game 6, and we're back in Boston.
Teams are tight. The Bruins have great goaltending. They have structure. They have belief in that room. This is going to be a really interesting game number 6.
It's a different kind of rat that has been gnawing away at this organization for the past couple of years. A Southern Florida rat that has caused particular trouble in this building over the past 5 playoff games, where the Bruins haven't been able to exterminate them.
Florida Panthers, they might think they're coming home going to Boston. Every time they have to go to Boston for a big game, they win it.
Here's a break in for Pavel Zacha. Scores! The first career playoff goal for Pavel Zacha opens the scoring in the final minute of the first.
Geekie holds on, pass in the air, Pastrnak is front. Oh, what a chance for Charlie McAvoy. Just tipped it wide.
Meanwhile, it's Pastrnak in alone. Stop by Bobrovsky. Pastrnak again, and Bobrovsky stayed with him.
He's pressured by Hine, and Zach took it away in front. A chance, big save Bobrovsky on Brasso, who is set up right out in front.
Blocked by DeBrusk. Puck dangerous in a dangerous spot. It popped for Lundell, and he scores! Anton Lundell found that loose puck. He beat Swayman glove side. Game 6 tied at 1.
Cleared ahead. Pastrnak gets on it. Marchand going to the net. Pasternak's got it back. Trying to play it over to Marchand to run off the skate.
Bennett to the right circle. Took a hit, got knocked down by Heinen. He came back and drilled him.
Bennett a shot. Blocked down. Rebound was loose, and it was slowed up by Waterspoon. And a penalty taken by Florida. DeBrusk for McAvoy. Down the lane. Passed it across. The shot blocked. Down on his back is Bobrovsky. Barkov with the clear.
That was a big block. Maybe saved a goal for sure on the Pastrnak one-timer, but they lost their captain here.
Kachuk deals back, hits Forsling up ice. Left for Lundell. Lundell with a wrister stopped by Swayman. Forsling, he scores! Gustav Forsling with 1:33 left.
Somehow, this puck eludes the goaltender on the shorts. Oh, it goes through the legs of Wotherspoon and in the net behind Swayman.
Marchand with it, trying to center it, cleared away by Ekblad. Around the boards, Pastrnak won't get to it.
Matthew Tkachuk celebrating.
Florida Panthers win it 2-1.
Two teams that started it, the drop of the puck in game one, and didn't start running into each other until it just finished now.
For the second straight year, the Florida Panthers have eliminated the Boston Bruins from the Stanley Cup playoffs, and they're going to head to the Eastern Conference Finals for the second consecutive year.